Is the biggest panto of them all.
No, it isn't, is it?
Oh, yes, it is, yes. And I know it never gets old, ever, ever. And as Panto at the Palladium returns for the 9th year with a production of Robin Hood, we're joined now by Maid Marian herself, a.k.a. Yorkshire royalty, Jane McDonald.
Alongside one of the Merry Men Friar Tuck, a svelte Friar Tuck, played by Panto legend Nigel Havers, and making her debut, the ultimate baddie, the Sheriff of Nottingham Western star, Marisha Wallace is with us. The whole... Welcome, one and all.
Thank you so much for having us.
So nice to have you.
Absolute pleasure, an absolute pleasure. I couldn't have picked a better cast. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And, of course, you're joined by a celebrity guest as well. Is that every night that you're joined by a surprise celebrity guest?
I think it is.
Yeah, we've had some amazing people already. So Ian McKellen dropped by. We've had Jenny Eclair.
Paul Merton.
Yeah.
David Williams.
Yeah, Jason Donovan.
Paul,
so it's just great.
Do they sort of eke out their parts depending on who you've got?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Sometimes
How long did Serena get?
I'm doing a bit of...
And, Jane, have you got some real bangers for us?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm so lucky to be, being with such an amazing team of people, having such fun, and yet being able to belt out some amazing songs like You're My World, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, The Hand That Leads Me.
And I
It's
love
just
listening
great.
to your voice.
I
think you've got the most beautiful
That's
voice.
so kind, Nigel,
I can't
thank
tell you how it moves me.
Oh, bless you.
It's
Thank you.
amazing. Like, I stand in the wings and get to watch you because I come on after you and go, whoa, you ruin the whole moment. It's amazing.
And you've got an incredible voice too.
Thank you.
I haven't really got a voice. I just lark about.
Well, you've been doing it for 9 years. You've been a very good larker.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm a
9
larker.
years in a
I'm a
row.
larker.
You're a larker.
Yeah.
He's a champion larker, that one. Isn't he?
He's very good at it. You enjoying it, Nige?
I do. I don't... Sometimes I don't know what scene I'm in or what year it is, because they kind of blend into each other, as you probably know.
So we're putting Robin Hood out there. So how would we be familiar with the plot, or is it you're playing fast and loose?
I feel like I'm the only one that's like really going for the plot because my objective is to catch Robin Hood.
Yeah.
But Julie and Clary's like, hi, I don't care. Catch me if you can. I'm going to wear this castle costume. So it's like we're both like, I'm trying to catch him, but then the plot is just going all crazy around.
Julian is incredible.
Yeah.
He's
So
extraordinary.
amazing.
What he does is just brilliant. And we've got Paul Zerdin doing his wonderful...
Yeah, he is something else.
Yeah.
He's incredible ventriloquist.
Alistair.
And, I mean, Marisha, you're, no stranger to the stage. You have starred in some incredible shows, incredible. But have you ever been in a panto, or have you ever heard of a panto? Because you're American.
Well, I went and saw it in 2019, and I hadn't seen any of it at all. And people were just like shouting out, "He's behind you!" I leaned over to the lady next to me. I said, "Do you have a script?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "Well, how do you know what to say?" She was like, "We just know." So they've known their whole lives, but no one told me. So I was like, people shouting out. And also, I was so used to the British audiences being reserved. And they were screaming and hollering and having a good time. I was like, I need to be a part of this.
So in America, they don't do pantos at all?
No, well,
You're
they're starting
missing
to
a
do it
trick.
in some cities. San Francisco's doing it now. But, like, the tradition of panto is, like, not from youth.
And
like,
there's a reason,
it's
too,
there.
because they think of Disney films.
Yeah.
And they're all quite serious, aren't they? But we take Cinderella or Snow White and just mess around with it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of panto,
Change
isn't
it.
It's just, I mean, it's quite hard to explain it.
It's like a musical on steroids, though.
It's not your first panto, but it's your first panto at the Palladium.
That's correct. I did one in Birmingham, which nearly finished me off, actually.
It's hard work, isn't it?
That was such a long one. But this is just sheer joy. You're at London Palladium.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest. And to be working alongside Julie and Clary is just... I'm slightly in love with him. I know my character is supposed to be madly in love with him.
And you've been engaged for how long?
18 years.
Yes.
But he has a presence about him, does Julian. And you do find yourself slightly in love with him. He's amazing to work alongside.
Yeah.
Very generous in all
I'm in
ways.
love with him too, even though he insults me
But you like it.
Constantly.
continuously through the show. Has done for 9 years now.
You love it.
And
You must love it, because you
must
keep
love
coming
it.
back.
The insults are getting... Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it good fun, like backstage? Do you have a lot of parties and stuff?
Well...
Because it is hard work, isn't it, panto? There's a lot of work.
I tend to make a dry martini at the end of the show.
Very James Bond.
I deliver them
He does.
Yeah.
So what's your secret? I mean,
I think I once did it on the show here a few years back. I explained how you do it. You need a deep freeze comes into play. And
so if we rock up and we go to Nigel Havers' dressing room at the Palladium, you've got a little freezer in there?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have one for a couple of days, so you didn't make it at all, because you were like, it has to be the deep freezer.
Yeah, it has to be the freezer.
It's amazing.
The glasses have to be frozen.
The glasses have to be frozen.
It's very Christmassy.
And then how quickly do you knock one up, like, after the performance?
Yeah, it's pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm
It
still in
just
my
manages
dressing
to-
gown. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
It's
to come for
marvellous.
one. I haven't
You
come
have come,
yet.
but you've...
I was being a good girl, you know, trying to protect my voce. But now I'm just going
All
to
over.
embalm myself with my It's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Nigel Havers is making bikinis.
I know, I'm going.
Yeah, but
I do
it's
go
something-
to hang out, though.
It's something to look forward to after 2 shows.
And you can be too precious. You know, don't worry about your voice. As long as you're having a good time, get your sleep.
Yeah.
You know, and don't over... You know, but one martini on a night just relaxes the whole vocals.
See?
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
I think it does.
Perfect.
But the strange thing is, Nigel, we think you're quite synonymous with Panto, especially at the Palladium now. You've been there, but you're not a massive fan of Christmas, are you?
No, I tried to put it in room 101.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And I didn't succeed. But I just have a thing about it. I just think... I don't know what I think. I think it's just overcooked. Because it starts in October, and by the time it comes around, I'm just so bored with it, I just want it over. But I know that...
And then yours goes on till the end of January, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I used to love it, so I'm just finding my inner kid thing now. So I'm determined. You know, for instance, my wife said, you know, you never allow a Christmas tree, but this year we've got a big Christmas tree.
Well done.
My wife is really happy.
Christmas.
You all seem like you connect so well. Like you really, really get on. Do you ever try and like put each other off? I can imagine Julian's a bit of a naughty one behind
He's
the
the
scenes.
worst.
Naughty.
Because I just
worst.
laugh, I just corpse so much all the time. But I
terrible.
mean, we do get on. And if we make a mistake, we just stop and laugh, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
They just laugh on
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.